Hello, and welcome to Storytime with Bunny. Today we're reading Pikachu's First Friends. Little yellow ears bounce up and down, swaying to and fro in the gentle waves. Pikachu set off on a journey on a little boat. It was sure it would find the perfect place to live. Then Pikachu spotted an island. It wanted to explore. Pikachu's boat landed on the island's shore. The entrance to an enormous tunnel stood before it. Whoosh! The wind whistled through the tunnel, inviting Pikachu to come explore. As Pikachu started strolling, its tummy started rumbling. Pikachu spotted a yummy-looking mushroom. It picked up the mushroom and began to take a bite. Stop! A voice warned Pikachu not to eat the mushroom. It could make Pikachu sick. The voice came from a small Pokemon named Dedenne. Dedenne was kind and a little bit shy. Together, Pikachu and Dedenne reached the end of the tunnel. On the other side was a field of flowers and a little house all by itself. Whose house could it be? The little house belonged to Eevee. Eevee loved flowers. The house was filled with a sweet scent. Eevee was excited to see Pikachu and Dedenne. It invited them to have some juice and some cookies. The three friends ate their snacks together. Then they went outside and picked some flowers. It would be nice to live in a house surrounded by flowers. Pikachu, Dedenne, and Eevee headed into the woods. They saw a little house near a big apple tree. Whose house could it be? The little house belonged to Mime Jr. Mime Jr. loved to cook and was very happy to welcome guests. The friends decided to make something yummy using the apples from the big tree. A warm, flaky apple pie, and soon it was all ready to eat. Pikachu smiled. It would be nice to live in a house in the woods. Mime Jr. wanted to share the pie with a friend. Pikachu, Dedenne, and Eevee followed Mime Jr. to the top of a hill. There was one house all by itself. Whose could it be? It was Smeargle's house. Smeargle loved painting. The house was filled with art. The friends had come a long way. Smeargle welcomed them and offered to paint them their picture. It would also be nice to live in a house at the top of a hill. The friends all went outside. It was nice and warm. Everyone smiled for the painting. Suddenly, pop, 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 bubbles started rising to the surface of the pond. What was that? What was that sound? Splash! Whoa! Guess who popped out of the water? It was Ludicolo. Ludicolo loved music and dancing. Ludicolo was happy to have so many guests. They all began to play music together. Rat-a-tat-tat. Blink, blink, blink. Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. Tweedle, tweedle. It would also be nice to live in a house near the water. Everybody took a break under a big tree near the pond. It was so nice to feel the breeze. Monopoke Island was such a nice place. Suddenly, Dedenne had a great idea. They could turn the big tree into a house for Pikachu. If the new friends all worked together, they could make it happen. They huffed and puffed and worked hard all day. As the sun began to set behind the trees, the friends finished their work. The new house was perfect for Pikachu. And if you climb the stairs on the side of the house, you'll discover a special place where you can see the stars at night. Pikachu had had a great day. It had made wonderful new friends and found a cozy new home. Thank you for watching.